Hey everyone, it's Matt here, and in today's video, which is video number 2 in the transformational video blog series, I'm going to talk about a review on cranial sacral therapy. I guess, what is it? What have been my experiences so far? Just to go a little bit deeper into it than what I mentioned in my last video yesterday. So just a quick recap. I didn't really know anything about cranial sacral therapy before going into it. I did a quick Google search, watched a YouTube video, and thought, hey, it looks like a relaxed massage. That's cool. I was referred to the woman, Adele, who lives somewhat close to me, through the barter network that I'm a part of. And because of that, I'm not really paying for it per se. I'm using my barter bucks that I've earned over time, so it's not really money out of pocket. That last part is a big part, is why I'm doing it and continuing to do it. I don't know if I'd be paying for it. I probably would just go more with something traditional like chiropractic or other if I was actually paying for it. So if you are looking for different types of therapy, obviously that may or may not play into your deciding factor for you. The first time I went, of course, she asked me a bunch of questions as far as my medical background and different injuries and all that sort of stuff. Because I've had so many, I just happened to forget a bunch of them. And that's what I think is interesting in it. Because I told her so much, I just assumed I told her everything, but I had failed to mention my 5 or 6 concussions that I've had, my motorcycle injury, or accident I should say, and some other stuff. And when she was doing the treatment, she was basically listening to my body and figured out different areas that my body was telling her that I was in pain and or had trauma. And so I think that's part of what I thought was really interesting, because I hadn't actually told her certain things, and she basically was asking me, oh, have you ever had something here? Because I really picked up something. For example, when I saw my chiropractor the first time last week, she had said, which I think I mentioned in my video the other day, that my left hip was angled up and is pulling up my left leg and stuff like that. And the cranial sacral therapist, that she said something very similar along those lines. So it was noticeable to her that my left hip was out of whack. So that was kind of interesting, thing number one. There was the other couple things that she said. There was one thing that I thought actually was really interesting, and hopefully I explained this well, but obviously, if you've gone through any kind of childhood trauma, or some crazy stuff has happened to you in the past, that our subconscious mind kind of suppresses certain things, and we have all this mental trauma built up, and it's reasons why we do or don't do things a certain way sometimes, right? So if you've ever been sexually abused, as an example, obviously you're going to be or you may be experiencing intimacy issues, as an example. Okay, obviously that's not the case every time, but you get the point. What she said was, which made a lot of sense, because my body's been through so much with, running into a tree on my dirt bike and slamming many times, snowboarding and skateboarding and all this stuff, is that my body's been through a lot of trauma, and that I need to, lightly release that trauma. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I'm sure she said it in a different way that, I could probably explain it better, but when she said it, it was kind of one of those light bulb moments. And then to add to that, when I went and saw my chiropractor earlier this afternoon, I explained to her that over the weekend I had gone to go see a shiatsu masseuse. And of course, for those of you who don't know, shiatsu is very deep tissue. It's really hard, and you're kind of pulling and pressing on stuff. And I think that that's what aggravated my left side to really make me be in a lot of pain on Sunday and Monday. So anyway, so what my chiropractor was saying was that somebody with, in my state, with my body and all the different injuries I've gone through, that for me right now, the deep tissue, hard type of massage is not what I need, and definitely more of a light touch massage, whether that's cranial sacral therapy or something else, is definitely more up my alley. I don't need to activate things. I need to calm my nerves down, basically, right? So with that all being said, again, you know, I figured while I'm not totally sold yet on the whole cranial sacral thing, you know, is it a scam? Is it kind of woo-woo? I don't know. But I do find so far that it's relaxing, that Adele, the therapist, seems to have a good way of communicating with my body what's working and what's not. And when I have left so far, I felt very relaxed. So I'm going to keep with it for a bit. I'll keep you posted on, you know, if I think it's working or not. And if nothing else, hey, I can fall asleep on a massage table for, you know, 45 minutes while she's doing her thing. So anyway, that was the video for today. Let me know if you've tried cranial sacral therapy, if you've heard about it, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know if you have any other suggestions for different things I should try. Of course, let me know that too. So far, I've had some great suggestions from people, and some people have sent me different links, which I'm going to check out. So I definitely appreciate all of that. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to follow along if you haven't. You can do so here, 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 and here. And I look forward to seeing you in the video tomorrow. Thanks for watching.